All right, we are back with some Luck Be a Landlord. I'm hoping to be a little bit more focused today, hoping to be a little bit more astute about making choices about, you know, how to play the game. It's one of those things, you know, you got to figure out what the heck you're doing early on. You got to stick to it. You got to figure out if there's time to pivot. It's a complicated game, honestly. It's a complicated game. I'm gonna start with a shiny pebble. I'm gonna start with a shiny pebble. I don't mind putting a mouse in here as well. Mouse plus cheese, I don't mind. So, people have been saying that oyster build is like out of control good. Like if you get oyster build and then you get like an early diver or something like that. You know what? I'm gonna try to force it a little bit. I'm gonna try to force it. I'm gonna go oyster build and then try to get shiny rocks. And then try to get a diver, and sometimes, you know, forcing it is not necessarily the way you want to do things here. But if we get the kind of, might as well take Ninja Mouse. We already got a mouse. If we can get more rares, which should be fairly likely thanks to Shiny Pebble, dude, their payout is crazy here too. And you know, if we're going for diver, why not throw a crab in here as well? I mean, we're making a kind of a staggering amount of money early on. I'm going to take a skip on that one because I think we can. Always a key. I don't mind taking one key. The pearls are insane. We're getting unbelievably lucky on those so far. And you know what? Pearls are a kind of gem, so let's take a little gem synergy to go along with it. We're going to take Lucky Cat, because we're looking... The number one thing we want to see is rares, okay? Rares are the most important thing. So anything we can get that ups our ability to get rares, so that we can maybe get a diver, is exactly what we're looking for. Definitely don't want any of these yet. We're making 100. Like, 100's not even going to be close. Another pearl has been added to the equation. Ninja Mouse is really good, right? Like, if they're adjacent, they get 5x. Yeah, I'll do that over Shiny Pebble, just to get some... I mean, it worked out immediately. That feels nice. But, it's probably more likely to find, what we're looking for in the future. Pearl-wise, easily, oyster-wise. What am I talking about? I don't know. Give me the symbol bomb, and let's see if we can get something here. I'll take another shiny pebble. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. And then, geez Louise, man, I don't really feel like we need another oyster just yet. I'll take another chemical 7 though. All right, so we're looking for like maximum rares. That's the thing. We still have not really gotten much of an option for it. But what's your favorite dice? In the game or in real life? I'm assuming, I mean, in the game, I guess, it's obvious. It's got to be the D5. There's a rare. We're not quite there. In real life, honestly, like, I'm a D6 guy. I know that it's kind of basic, but... Like, the D20, it's just too many numbers for me. Just because of the way that it, like... It doesn't roll nicely, in my opinion. Like, it's just, you always have to, like, get out a magnifying glass to figure out what it actually says on it. I'm not all about that. I guess we'll take lemon. And then, I'm trying to, one bronze arrow, I love it. D12, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever rolled a D12, to be honest with you. We have a lockbox, we have a key. I don't want to augment that too much. Nah, lemon's been around for a bit. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, our force build has actually worked. What I will say, though, I adjusted some camera settings last night. I don't think it's even noticeable, but I think I'm just a little... I think I'm compromising the border here a little bit. There you go. And then now I've realized I'm being a little too anal about it, but... compromise this border slightly as well. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Plus, new microphone arrived. However, the new microphone arm is not here yet. So, we're not doing... It should be here today. At which point, we'll see how the new Elgato works in relation to the microphone we're using right now. Okay, so Diver is just gonna... I mean, it's gonna rip. This is gonna be incredible. Bottom border lets us see part of the game as well. What do you mean by that? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I just say, you know, it's a long stream. I want to make sure it's good. It's hard because it's all like the same color in there. Hey, thanks for the test. Thanks for the test. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I think we got it. Hey, look at that. He's eating good. Yo, this is a scalable run. This run, it looks to me like it could scale quite nicely, actually. Like, the diver's already eating like crazy here. We don't want a chicken. In fact, we want, like, exclusively stuff related to diving here. Like, we've already won. We just now want to remember that we want to put on as many oysters as possible as well. 3 symbols are the same. It will give us 3. That'll happen a lot. I mean, like, look, okay, so he did just eat the oyster, unfortunately, but still, I think that we should get an opportunity to add more oysters in the future. Either way, like, when he eats them for life, right? Like, you know, you get the benefit of the oyster's value, except for the pearl creation for life. And we'll just throw another pearl in here. Oh my, like, this is very solid right now. We need some more seafood, though. Dude, I'm like, I don't think we need another shiny pebble. I think we got enough shiny pebbles in this deck already. Diver's producing 16 per. We're just hoping to get, yeah, more anything seafood related, but in particular oysters. It's that easy. Anything seafood related, but in particular oysters. Ruby is great just by itself. It's tough because, like, buffing capsule is gonna hit a lot of empties right now. Ruby's great. It has a gem synergy, but, like, geez, man. You know, I think we take it. It's good enough to keep it around. And then, you know what? I think we'll take urns as well. Let's take the urns, just so we have something that can generate, like, some supplemental income until we get our synergies to pop off the way we want. I think it's the way we do it, you know? We got a little side hustle going on. We got our main gig, but now we got a little side hustle going on simultaneously where we can take some other things to help us out. Mega chest is extremely great. What does the arrow do? Whatever it points at, and that includes, like, the row or the column or the diagonal. Bronze arrow makes them pay out for twice as much. Don't want a safe necessarily. Silver arrow makes it pay out for 4 times? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Maybe 3 times? Maybe it goes 3, then 4? Maybe it goes 2, then 3. Silver, dude, absolutely. I'll take a silver arrow for now. All right, bad pointing. Although, no, the empties are worth more for us. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so everything's still going fine. I think I will take an emerald again. It's like a little gem synergy. Small symbol bomb. We're hoping to get, like, an oyster, man. I'll take an item capsule. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm kind of tempted to get some ores, because they could break into oysters or pearls even, I think. But for now, that has not really it's not really worked out so far, unfortunately. But we're still making rent easily. We don't need a lockbox. If anything, we could use either a key or alternatively a lock pick. We can also take eggs. I should remember we can take eggs and urns. The urn breaking is very positive for us. But the diver's kind of stalling temporarily. That's a good one. It's a good arrow. 80 is not a bad roll this early. Anything seafood related. For a second I had to think, is goose a seafood? They do they exist on the water, sort of. Kind of. Now, Zaroff, we don't want at all. Because it can actually destroy our diver. It's a terrible choice. Hex of Tedium to get us more likely to find oysters and even just default pearls, I think, is what we're looking for. Purple pepper is, you know, basically this could be 5 per turn. If we can start to get the things we're looking for. Goldfish? That's gotta be seafood, right? Yeah, okay, so we'll take a goldfish. Kind of desperately searching for a key as well. I don't want a strawberry. Like, we've taken enough rares. Like, we're doing just fine. We just need more synergies, please. Just more synergies. That was a great arrow. Buffing capsule is still great, but I'm begging for literally, like, any form of scaling. Chef will eat... No, he doesn't eat. He just enjoys. We only have, like, 1 food in the deck. I'm sorry, Chef. The time is not right. The time is not right for you. Sometimes I do feel like the game is getting, like, a little bit... Like, it gives you an early synergy, and then once you get it, it's like, no, never again. Like, we're never gonna give you the payout. We can take eggs, by the way. It's because we have egg carton. Like, I actually want all 3 of these, because the urn is good as well. Let's take an egg here. You know, it's kind of, basically taking an egg is as good as taking a pool ball, but it doesn't fill up our deck. So this is kind of what I'm looking... Like, I do like the treasure chest, but I think the dame is very important, because it kind of plays with our secondary synergy of these gems here. Yeah. I think the dame will help us. And then anthropology is disgusting, right? Yeah. Makes Miss Fruit stronger, which we don't have. Is the dame on here? Yeah. Dame, and of course the diver. Yeah, so we definitely take anthropology. Gives 1 more. Disgusting. 2 more coins per turn. Hey, yeah, that's 2 pool balls, man. That's... Hey, if you don't want them, I'll take them. Great spins. Ninja gets better? Yeah, there you go. That's 3 per turn. Look at that. Look at that. Great arrows. Okay, just remind yourself. Seafood, oysters, urns, and keys. These are what we'd like to seize. Seafoods, oysters, urns, and keys. These are what we'd like to see. And keys and gems. Yes, I'd like them. I'd like thems. She's eating good, though. You can't deny it. Oh, dude, I don't know. Maybe. No, we can't. The more shinies we take, the less likely we are to get good stuff. Don't even give me... less likely we are to get the uncommon stuff that's actually good. Don't mock me, by the way, for my Dr. Seuss bit, okay? I was changing the baby's diaper about 15 times today, and, I gotta tell you, I was looking at some of the books that are in her nursery while I was in there, and the Dr. Seuss anthology collection literally says, like, be careful, may cause fits of laughter. Somebody's got a very high opinion of themselves. So birds give more. 3 empties gives you 3 gold, which will not happen at all. I mean, piggy bank at least gives us something. It's not good, but we don't really have a bird synergy, so just give me this piggy bank. Good spin, good spin. Yeah, sometimes it's not about whether it's good or bad, I agree. It's about whether it's the best available. And unfortunately, I think it was. Diver's still doing great work. Wild card is awesome, and of course you just want it to be next to your diver. And then also get hit by, like, an arrow if possible. Has he realized that piggy bank is just a worse pool ball? Have you realized that we didn't have the option to take a pool ball there? If there was a pool ball available, that analysis might be germane to the situation. Fortunately, it was. I don't know how pool ball got brought up into the conversation. It was not presently available. But I'll keep that in mind for the future. Look at that. We just got one for free. Comedic timing. Speaking of pool ball. There we go. Mega chest. Okay, we're in autopilot mode for now. But it's kind of a good autopilot. We know what we're looking for. I don't... Oyster for sure. I can't believe I almost took Hex of Tedium there. Oyster is not incredible until we get a bunch of them. But I'm happy to see it, don't get me wrong. He's eaten. He's eaten. Yeah, we'll pay $650, of course. So the next one is the final rent. 100% we're making it. Okay, so let's look at Beastmaster here for a second. We got 2 animals. We will not take Beastmaster, even though he would scale nicely. I think, honestly, I think you just take Spirit and keep things working here. And then, kind of look at this and you're like, you could get martinis out of this, but it's because they're rare, it's very unlikely. You could get cheese as well. Alright, I'll try. Like eggs for sure. Cheese, eggs, martinis. But I'm going to tell you, if I don't get any cheese, eggs, or martinis, you owe me $1 trillion. Okay, we got some cheese. You're saved. You're saved. Your $1 trillion is safe. Yo, it's a great arrow. And it was next to wild card. That's exactly what we're looking for. You know what? We have to go crab. Even though cheese works nicely with mouse, we already have one. Crab works with diver, and we need diver to keep, you know, pogging off here. Your Slay the Spire card ranking videos helped me get my first heart kill on the silent. Ladies and gentlemen, there are those who said this day would never come. After 2,000 hours of Slay the Spire being mocked by the community, I have actually paid it forward and helped somebody get better at the game. I wouldn't have thought that it was even possible, but it has come to pass. Yeah, suck on that, Jorbs! Where you at, Rhapsody? Where you at? No, I never ranked the Watcher's cards, because I never really played as the Watcher for more than, like, I don't know, maybe like 10 runs at most. I was kind of out of the game for the most part at that point. Even now when I was playing on Xbox, I was like, I don't want to play as a new character. I just want to play as the character I've already, you know, I've already done my time with. Keep it moving. Okay, we're gonna make 1 rent after Endless. There's no doubt about that. 1 rent after Endless is more or less guaranteed. This is an awesome payout right there. We almost doubled up. Continue playing in Endless mode. So far, so good. Okay, and this was our first run of the day. Feels nice. Now, this is we gotta think about the way we're trying to make this run work. So Sun is not great, unless we're doing a full pivot. Midas is horrible. It's really a question of whether or not we want a second Dame. And I'm not sure. Like I actually just don't know. You think so? Why wouldn't you? I don't know, in my head I'm like too lazy to run the math. We definitely want a lockpick though. Just too lazy to run the math, really. Take a buffing capsule. Great arrows. It's all about Diver still. It's all about getting Diver to pay out. Next to Wildcard especially is the dream. Like, Egg is good. Crab is the same thing, though. I mean, like, in my opinion, these are literally the same... Well, no, you know what? Crab is better. Let me explain why. This gives 1 per turn because it goes in the egg carton. This gives 1 per turn once the diver eats it. However, it's better because this goes into the diver, and then the diver can be multiplied, whereas the egg carton can't be. So, yes. Similarly, it can be wild-carded. Yes. There we go. But it takes a slot. It only takes a slot until it gets eaten. Now, mind you, it's going to take maybe a bit for them to be adjacent, but we got the time right now. Don't need a... I mean, Ruby does make the... makes the Dame better, but I think we're way more interested in trying to get maximum scaling. Even though it might be somewhat annoying to try to get there. Because remember, we're not, like, trying to just... get the maximum payout temporarily, like, and I could be wrong on this, by the way. I mean, that's hard to say no to. But I think it's more important if we're trying to go as far as possible for us to make sure the Diver pays off because it scales better than the Dames. That's my thoughts on that, at least. And I could be wrong. We'll find out over time. We'll examine it over time. We're still doing really nicely here. We haven't gotten what I would consider to be like an unbelievable payout so far. But we're consistently staying like pretty far ahead. We need 1,500. That should be very doable. And now I'm like... I guess, you know what? Sure, redemption. I'm just trusting chat on that one. We're just going to trust chat on that one. That's a great arrow, though. 99% sure the run will die on this payout. Well, you want to put some channel points on it? Yes? I don't know. Have you already? I'm not sure. Now that is a great wild card. You know what? Let's take some more gems. Let's take some more gems. Did NL improve his camera quality? Can I tell you what happened? I turned off the camera last night because I like to give it a little downtime. Because, I mean, it's pretty expensive, right? Like, I don't want it to burn out from being on constantly. I'll take some cheese. And then when I turned it back on, I was, like, out of focus. And I was trying to figure out, like, what the heck do I do to get it back in focus? Is there a setting that will focus it? You know, etc., etc., etc. And then I realized, there's just, like, this is how ignorant I am of photography. Literally, you just, like, turn the knob that the lens is attached to. And it focuses. So I did that, and I think I'm, like, a little bit more in focus today. We're gonna make it, but I will admit it was closer than I thought it would be. And the arrow pointing to just the cherry is really not, you know, okay, it's actually, it's tighter than it, I thought it would be for sure then. I really didn't want the arrow to just point to that random cherry, but, okay, so there's your 99% certainty. You can stuff that in a sack and maybe, you know, learn to be a little bit less confident in your own ignorance. Now this rent, if you had said 99% chance he's not gonna make this rent, I think you would probably be correct. This one is pretty screwed. I'm hoping maybe the diver can eat the turtle. This one is a safe bet, no doubt about that. Well, I don't know, the piggy bank is going to pay out 42. That's not enough, man. That's not enough. No, it's going to pay out 86. Yeah, okay. So it's double what's inside of it. Okay, honestly, that's enough to maybe start moving the needle a slight bit, but yeah, this is endless right now. I mean, it's been a really good run, especially considering we didn't go for one of the like classic obvious synergies. I think we did a pretty good job. I mean, everybody they come in all the time and they go, suits, flowers, suits. Don't get me wrong. You know, when we get the runs that make it work, it's nice. It's nice, but, you know, at the same time, you're like, you don't want to run that, like, literally every single... I mean, you can play the game however you choose, but... You know, for me, I don't want to run the exact same build every time. Okay, so that was a great roll. Weird... I think we have to go... We're not going to make it, but I think we have to go Tomb. Either way, just to maximize our payout. I don't think we're gonna get an incredible payout from a pearl that fast. We'll take an oyster anyway. All right, we just need like a 900 roll. Okay, so this cat is gonna be juiced to the freaking gills. And you know what? Hey, there's still a good run. We made it to the 2,000 rent and couldn't make it. But /marker luck, be a landlord.